everything. I mean, the two best things that cars have ever received, in my opinion, are um, stability control and traction control.
Mm.
Those two things on their own will eradicate the vast majority of accidents. I mean, you hardly ever see a car snaking under power or braking anymore. It's, most cars look pretty controlled, even if they're being driven quickly, they look pretty controlled. But I can remember the late '80s, early '90s driving around with my parents, and you'd see people sliding all over the place as soon as the weather got bad,
Mm.
because it didn't need much power going through the back wheels to make them go sideways.
No.
And people weren't really prepared for that or trained for that. So, you've got snaking cars in bad weather. You don't get any of that now. I mean,
No.
pretty much any car built after 2000 is absolutely bulletproof.
Mm.
They've and any car built after 2005, I think, or 2006, when they brought in the mandatory thing for electronic stability. I mean, you've got to be driving like an absolute knob to lose a car when it's equipped with these things. But then it goes too far. I think the lane keep assist and all that stuff is just a step too far. I mean, anything that takes control of the steering wheel and stops you moving, stops you positioning the car, I think is bad. And it's the people in the speed awareness course, the two guys that were affected by that, didn't realise the car was fitted with it. One was in a hire car, one was in a car that he wasn't aware that it was fitted. And they were absolutely startled and really concerned about it and nearly crashed.
Mm.
So I think there's good technology and bad technology, but the question is has it gone too far? Does it remove you from the driving experience to such an extent that you can no longer concentrate and be effective? I think that is a problem. You give people too much help and they switch off.
That's right. So future-proof cars, what safety features do we want on a car? We have 2 minutes.
ABS, ESP,
Yeah.
that's electronic stability. Collision warning system works well and it stops low speed impacts, which is the vast majority of accidents. That's good. Lane keep assist is bollocks. It just vibrates and causes issues and takes control. It's just bad. Yeah, I think the ABS, the ESP, and the early collision warning system, I think they're very good. The rest, I think, well, really, what do? They're just overkill. It's just manufacturers looking for a different acronym to put on the end of another load of acronyms to say our car's better than somebody else's. We've created this brilliant new technology and it takes control of the car and steers you back into the lane. Well, not always. Sometimes it gets confused with the lanes and steers you into the other bloody lane. And that's the problem. And that's what this guy had and nearly had a head on.
Mm.
So, yeah, I think the government needs to take more notice of these systems and test them rigorously before they're allowed to be fitted to cars. So at the minute, manufacturers can just fit whatever they want and release the car.
I mean, it wasn't part of the problem is that people never understood ABS. I still don't think they do really.
No, they don't. They don't understand that you can steer while you're braking.
That's it. Mm.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't get that.
Yeah.
And they think you've got to stay in one straight line when you don't. The whole point of ABS was that you could maneuver the car whilst your foot was welded to the bulkhead and the car was slowing down at its maximum rate. And you can still steer and control it. That's the whole point of ABS.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, driver education. And with new cars becoming so much more advanced, I think it's more important than ever. You refresh your course in, every 10 years just to read the highway code for people or wherever it's updated. That was a point made today. You can't sit in a speed awareness course and say, well, I didn't know about that, because it's your responsibility to make sure you do, apparently, which is reasonable. So maybe everyone just has to do a highway code update every 5 years or 10 years and just has to report in, read it and make it as simple and easy as possible. Don't overdo it. Don't make it bloody difficult or fine people and all that shit. Just make it logical, reasonable, and just say, look, please just update yourself. We've made some changes here. Acknowledge it. Done. It's not going to kill anybody and it's going to help.
Yeah, basically what Bradley's advocating is that people of my age should stop driving and give more.
Please like and subscribe.